What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age Mythology, the fundamentals action. I did have an idea of changing the fundamentals as we climbed up the rating ladder, but you know what? I feel like we could possibly do this without changing them at all, and just show off that playing solid and this way that is in here is good enough to get you to a level, a very, very strong level. If you just put in the correct order of getting everything and everything like that. No need to start getting into things like raiding. No need to start getting into things like timing attacks and all that other stuff. We're just going to play solid, and every single god has got a way in which we can make this happen. So the first gods we played were, in my opinion, the best gods for this kind of strategy. But I think we can make it all work with the other ones. So I've changed my name here. We're now FOM Sand Tuna Meal instead of AoM Fundamentals. You see if you can work out what I did there. And we'll see if we can find some games. I'll try to not let it expand, so we find something around the 1700 mark. It's probably going to take a hot minute to find a game. But such is life. We'll see. I'm doing this off stream so that we get less stream snipers, because I really want to play the sorts of players that you guys would be running into on the ladder, rather than random 2K plus players who are, scouring for screen time. But we'll see if we can find a game here. So just to refresh the fundamentals, we've got the upgrades and the things we want to spend our resources on. Is economy, which is your economic upgrades like hand axe, plow, husbandry, etc., etc. The line upgrades. Oh god, we found a game in Broadened. Okay, well we'll have to play this one because I can't cancel out of it. I tried to, but can't do that. So let's see how this is going to go. So we're playing against a 1664 Gaia player here on this map. I swear I saw zebra there, but obviously not. So normally on this map, it's kind of cool to get double Ulfsark, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to get the double Ulfsark, start scouting around here. And we're looking for our hunt here. And we're looking for as many goats as we can find. I'm just going to check around here, see what we can find. Okay, oh, there's our hunt, so let's move over to that now. And we should be okay. So there is actually a goat here, I think. There's really not a lot of hunt there. Maybe worth it to cancel hunting dogs there. But I didn't do it in time. Okay, keep scouting. Let's see what we can get. Dump this, and we're good. A little bit of micromanagement there, making sure that the villagers come out on time. Getting the dwarf, making sure that's all good. We need to make sure we get a house as well. Just chuck the house down here. It's not in the safest place, but we are just trying to make sure we find as much hunt as we possibly can. So that, and goats. So that's why it doesn't matter so much. But I definitely do need to find my next giraffe. I'm assuming they're over here. Because, oh no, they're here. That's unfortunate. So one thing you can do here, so we can build another ox cart and come over this way as well. Do I need to get a dwarf? I do. And over dwarving early on Oasis isn't the worst thing, because we can start walling up the map. Part of me wants to great hunt this, but also I think maybe great hunting the goats I have may be the way to go. So let's just do that. And get a lot more goats here. Look at that. 19 goats. Feeling fantastic. Let's run away. And we're just going to come home and build that temple. It's going to be a late advance, but honestly, we do not mind at all. So this zebra should finish, and we should be able to put this ox cart onto those villages here. Actually, these villages could possibly just run over here. We'll just leave a couple here and come over here. Where are we? There. Get that temple going, and we can start thinking about getting our walls. Maybe start walling up at this point. Securing our resources. So this is a resources over here that matter. These 2 gold mines. And this town center here is important. So we want to try and make sure that we can keep those all nice and safe there. And it is going to be a late advance time. But that's just how these maps go. Sometimes you just have to accept that you're advancing really late. And that's it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to throw our first wall up here, I reckon. Get that going. Build some houses. Make sure we can keep building units. Hopefully we can afford another dwarf here. We have a lot of villagers on food now. I kill like multiple giraffes at once sometimes just to make sure that they're not bumping into each other. Okay. He's got the raven over here. I mean the oracles that he's got. We just want to check out the resources on the map here. Potentially hit this, make sure that's going away. These villagers can pop off, come over onto wood. And we're good to go. And we can even start thinking about getting husbandry here just to make sure that those goats that we fattened up are going to be super fat. We're going to go through Freya here. Nice and safe. It's going to be able to save that god power for a later stage in the game, and we might want to break through, or if he puts a bad thing down. And we also want to start thinking about getting our other upgrades like hand axe and pickaxe. Have a lot of villagers on gold, but that's fine because we're spending all that gold on the upgrades or on the walls here. Get this pickaxe. Now, if we felt like we were under pressure here, getting pickaxe might not be the go because it's wood that we're going to need for a longhouse. You have to make that decision of whether or not you can delay the pickaxe or not, but I don't see him advanced yet, so we're just going to go ahead and grab it. Okay, I'm going to move forward and actually eat these. This is a little bit of a risk because I haven't secured that location there, but sometimes it's fine. Sometimes it's fine to do some crazy things. We're going to also be able to kill off this oracle here, which is going to be great. Got a lot of villagers over here. And put the barracks down. Send this Valkyrie. Straight away we can send this Valkyrie over to raid. We don't even have to look at it anymore. We've clicked it. Oh, he's leaving. He's actually on these for some reason. We don't even have to look at that Valkyrie. So I'll put a control group on this Valkyrie, and then I'll look at it at some point, like if I have to. But I'm just going to send it straight there. He's going through Leto. I just want to get our barracks up, and then we want to start thinking about getting our upgrades going. So these guys are finished. We'll come over and eat the berries. And keep walling, actually. Let's get these walls up over here. And get these walls up over here. So finish that off. Looks like he's gotten his towers up, so that's good for us. That means he wants to play kind of defensively. So let's start making some units just to make sure we've got these places defended. Okay, so he's not here, so we're just going to leave and defend this location here where we're building walls. I think we win this fight, so let's try and take it. This is a fight we win. The Valkyrie is slightly stronger than the automaton. You can even just sit here and watch it for a little bit. Okay, he's running. This villager, or Ulfsuck I should say, is ready to come and get this wall up over here. So we're going to come sort that out. And we're just going to leave. Okay, we're just waiting to get some upgrades here, but our food income is a little bit short because of the monkeys over here who kind of stole. A little bit sad. There's some gazelle over there that I'm never going to be able to eat. And we'll just think about getting these upgrades now. Let's start with shaft mine. And then get bow saw. So we can afford it. Got a lot of these units here. What's going on over here? Let's run away. Just keeping an eye on this this spot here. Let's come over here, keep an eye on his town centers. If we see him getting a town center, maybe we can get a town center ourselves. Maybe stop building the Ursa. Back onto raiding cavalry here. So he wants to kill that, which is sad, but it is what it is. And these walls will be up soon. Okay. He's going to kill my house, so I need to make sure it's not a house that comes down. I'm probably going to start building some gatherers now instead of dwarves. I'm going to doubly make sure this gold mine here is secure, so I'll put a wall here just in case he comes over and he can just bash straight through there. Now I'm also going to grab bow saw and start thinking about getting a second town center now, I think. Yeah, completely safe. Alrighty. Oh, this wall here not quite finished. We could go and raid with these guys, but I mean, let's just try and make sure that our units are safe. These units are completely safe because of the walls here. Everything is very safe and very tough for my opponent to attack. Our gold mine's just about to run out, so we need to move those guys when that finishes. There it goes. So we're just going to come over here to this place we've already walled off. And now this amount of villages is probably enough on wood because I'm not building any wood units. And start thinking about getting our raiding cavalry because the thing is we're going to want to be able to get some farms going. I'm also going to get this upgrade here, signal fires, just so I can see what's going on a bit better. He still hasn't gotten himself a second town center. I'm just going to come over here and check it out. Let's just have a look at what's going on there. Oh, we found a goat. Let's send that home. You can use the find last location on that one. Okay, so he did get this town center. So we just retreat. Oh, he's going for that other town center, so I don't want to give that one away. And he's pushing through over here. So you can see this second layer of walls is going to be pretty key. I'm going to start thinking about getting this and keep building these Ursa. So we're just going Ursa, raiding cavalry here for this army. And I'm going to hit this location here. Because this is completely open and it's distracting him away from this wall. He's going to chase me, so it's fine. We just have to keep getting those units out and start getting farms. We've already got plow coming through. And we can throw up an armory as well, I think. If you can micro this a little bit, Lee, then do that, but obviously I can't, so I'm just going to leave. We tried. So he's going for his third town center, so I think we should also go for our third town center. That seems fair. Oh, let's forest fire this, try and save our units. Apparently, this happens to me quite a bit, where my units just don't, like, somehow get trapped for no reason. We'll just run. And keep booming. Keep getting these villages coming out. Farms coming up. I'm going to send a couple of these dwarves over onto gold. Because I feel like I'm going to need the gold. And then back to building these units out. So it looks like he's making catapulties. So we do need to think about more villages on wood. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's kill this. Because that's free. Now he's breaking that wall. We can just wall off over here again.
Já, satt.
And get going
Skipa.
with farms.
Tilbúin. Ég vil.
Looks like we're really gonna start needing these farms.
Hver þar? Samþykkt.
So we need more wood for them. So he's pushed through here. And he does have a lot of catapulti, so I'm gonna stop making these raiding cavalry. Now the idea I have here is that I want to get heroic age, and I want to be making Bogsviger if I can. So I'll just run around here, see if he's on these gold mines. This kind of raiding here, I'm trying to stay away from him, so I don't want to push in and attack him anywhere where he's got defenses. So if his army's over here, I'm not going to send my army that way. If that makes any sense at all. And there we go. We've got his villagers. We've pushed him off. He's running away. And we just have to make sure that those units are relatively safe. We'll just run out this way. So a little bit of a chip raid there. Doesn't really do a whole lot. But it is what it is. Okay, so we've got that going now. We've got a lot of resources in the bank. We're going to start making some throwing axemen to deal with those catapultis that he was making. And I want to come back and wall this back off if I can. So re-secure this location. Can I get wooden walls? I mean stone walls. So stone walls is a huge upgrade as well. So let's think about getting that. He does have a threat now of Stymphalian birds. Hopefully we're fine. We can get this. Axe of Muspel. Rebuild these walls. He's right in the middle here, so I can get a couple of kills. Looks like he kills everything in mine, but that's a good little spot for him. We can now retreat, come down the bottom. Walls over here, a couple more barracks. Axe of Muspel is just coming through. I'm going to make sure I'm set up on this. So we'll drop a hill fort straight away. Open a hill fort straight away and get our upgrades. Just short food, so make sure that comes in. So his Stymphalian bird is over here somewhere. We don't really know where it is. So I'm just going to keep getting upgrades and keep... Oh, not yet. Still need to get these other upgrades first. He's pushing through. I have a frost, so I can use that if I need to. I might need to get this. So let's just use frost here. I'm going to start making these dudes. Bogsviger, throwing axeman, Huskell. That's where we're going with this. I need this upgrade. I just need some more villagers on food, I think. So we'll sort that out. Make sure all my guys are working. And we want to set up this market in the corner, I think. So he's setting up over here, which is good. We have most of the map under our control. Which is also good. We can get this. Oh, actually, no, we want to get carpenters first. And then we can think about getting the other upgrades. So he's got super set up over here. Let's just pull back. Five, six, 7, 8, 9. Should put all of your buildings under a control group, unlike me. That way you can fix where they're gonna go. And we get all those upgrades. Now we have all of the line upgrades. These villages are important to be chopping down wood. Let's sort that out. And we can even start our trade route here. I'll try and not make this a Matrius market, but I think I already have and I can't be bothered fixing it. And we can start making these upgrades here as well, hey? Thinking about going to the Mythic Age. Smack, smack, smack. I really don't want to be having any more of these. Oh, what's that? Oh, that is these dudes. Don't mind. He's just spamming these towers out here. He's anticipating Ragnarok, but I'm not going to go Ragnarok. I'm going to buy my way to the next stage here. We're going to go through the tier. Able to kill all of his units here. Our units are quite strong. I still don't have that. I'm going to think about getting masons here because I don't want to just lose everything. And I am out of resources. So this fighting is while it's going well, I think we can keep pushing. I think this fighting is going well here so far. He does have these towers up, but his units are very, very weak. Let's send these guys up here. And there's Atlas. Just retreat here. See if we can run away. That's a lot of dead units. That feels bad. We'll probably stop building villages. Send the Huskal over to kill off the archers over here, and then everything else dies in the front, I think. See if we can freeze the Argus here with our Frost Giants. Get these upgrades here. We do have all of this space over here we can start thinking about grabbing. So I want to just send some Ulfsark over here and start grabbing that space. Because I don't think we just want to fight in the middle here. If we can help it. Idle villages, sort those out. Retreat back. Yada. So he has set up a little bit over here, it looks like. This big wall. Just start setting up over on that location now. I also want to get Berserker Gang for those Ulfsark I'm sending here. You can see my resources starting to pile up a little bit. That is what it is. I should maybe think about... Well, I just need to get lots of Huskal here, I think. Retreat this back. Stop making all the throwing axemen. Looks like he's here with these. Just make a couple of Bogsviger over here. I don't mind losing a couple of units. Retreat back. Let me just start kind of push into here a little bit. If I can micro this just a little bit and bring him over onto the into the range of this, it might be a little bit more complicated, but I mean it's you just let him attack you and you just run back and then he gets dealt with. We can get this now. I'm just going to come over here and start throwing these buildings down. We can throw walls up over here. We still haven't gotten this upgrade. It's a good upgrade to grab. There's so much food here. Okay. Let's just do this for now. And we're just going to move forward into here and just spam buildings. This guy's played well so far. But we are in front. I just need to start getting all my upgrades, which I have now. You can grab crenellations from the towers, another big upgrade. You can see I've got no upgrades left to grab on these things. Sometimes you can just spam Control G, and then you can see all of your thingamajigs, whatever you want to call them. You can see all of your ox guards. That's what they're called. And now we can get this. If we get bravery, we can start pushing through this nice and easily. I'm going to grab these things as well. So Lone Wanderer and everything else. Make sure I have all of my upgrades, because I don't want to be in a position where I need to make a tech switch into cavalry if I need to, so may as well buy those. Looks like he's going to try and stop me from getting this up. So we'll come over here and make sure we can get that. Okay, so now he's pushing in with this stuff. So this is looking like I do need to make that tech switch into cavalry because he's making Caraballistar. See if I can sneak in here and make this. So we'll just make sure we get champion, and then we can make that tech switch happen. Just need to hold on to over here a little bit. So you might not notice that. So sometimes you can just run straight into an opponent's base and be totally fine here. So I'm going to start making some if I run over here and kill those archers, he might not notice. Over here looks like it's going to get picked off, but that's fine. I'm going to get Levy. It's a good upgrade. I'm going to get this as well. At this point, I should be thinking about killing more villagers off, but I don't really want to just yet. Try and break through this wall here with these. Actually, no, I'll just build a hill fort over here, and we can make some rams. We are fully upgraded. That's good. So a real place for me to go this way. Make some rams and see if we can push over here. These guys can turn into Ulfsark, I think. We're going to just dump all of these resources. Our gold mines are running out. So I do have to think about getting a couple more trade caravans. But we can do that a little bit later, I think. Okay, so we've got this one over here. We can start making those on loop. Put some barracks down here as well. Make some more Huskell on this, out of this this hill fort here. I got an eye on the mini-map whenever I'm doing stuff like that. Just making sure that he doesn't like sneak something somewhere. Just keep trying to push in here, kill these off. Our gold is awfully low, so I'm just going to make 10 caravans. Just to make sure that our gold keeps staying high. Trying to take down this town center. It looks like it's going to go down. He doesn't have fortified town centers here yet, so it's a bit easier to get that down. See if we can kill off a house here. It's giving us this tree for a little bit, but we can't make anything. Pushing in here with the raiding cavalry we've got. Kill off his units. He's finally noticed over here. We're pushing through this way, so we're going to see if we can stick a fort here and maybe some towers. Maybe we'll just go for towers first. That'll disrupt this trade. Should be good. Keep trying to take down this. We should be able to get this out. We do need these villagers to stay here. We're going to run out of wood the way we're spending it. Okay, we have managed to push in here. I'm going to make most of these into old Sark here to defend this. This isn't something I would do often, but I need to. All of these just turned into trade caravans, so I need to hold this. Oh, I've got all these units here, but now I get more units, right? At least that's what I think happens. So over here is sorted. I might actually be able to build some walls here and maybe siege this down as an idea. So if I get a dude over there, let's get the hill fort in here. And he's going to call GG just from the battle of attrition here, it looks like. GG! Well played, Mr. Hide and See. But, as you can see, we get into a position here with Norse, and a lot of people say, like, Norse's late game, not very good, but so long as you can keep your opponent out of your position here with these walls, make sure you don't give up any of that ground. If you just break down one of their little wall pieces, you can infiltrate really, really well over here. You can infiltrate over here. I infiltrated over here as well. And while he's defending this place, which is, yes, very tough to push in. I couldn't push in this place at all. I could still hit everywhere. But the big thing about this is, like, if we check the post game out, the all resource total is the big story here. And this is against Gaia. And yes, this player is only sitting in the 1700 region, so it's a big difference. But you can see that the resources that we are gathering kind of keep us in line with where the Gaia player is here, and then we take off and get very far in front, so we get all the technologies. If we look at the improvements here, I've got 50 research count. That's about what you need to be when you get to the late game. So this is all about getting to the late game and being strong and safe in that late game. And if you're able to do that, and then you can just play the late game with the right ideas of just like trying to take more space away from your opponent, you're going to be in a really good spot here at this 1700 level. So we'll move on to the next game here, and hopefully we'll get another good opponent. But if you guys enjoying the series, do consider hitting the subscribe button on the YouTube. It is completely free and optional. You can unsubscribe whenever you like, and I'll see you guys in the next game.